Hey internet, so as you can see from my flannel shirt and glasses, today is just a lazy Sunday and I have not filmed a favorites video for months. In fact, it's so long ago I can't even remember when my last one was. I think it was at some point during the fall, so I definitely have some new favorites to show you, and this is just the perfect thing to film because a lot of these things have just been getting me through a really busy time at work. I've just been working like 24/7, even on weekends. I've definitely been in several times this weekend and I'm going in again, so I thought I would just sit down with you before I have to head out. So just getting started in no particular order. Here's something that you've seen in a recent haul from Sephora. This is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment for super sexy, super radiant skin. Yes, they use super twice. Sort of tacky, over-marketed product in terms of labeling, and they put Hollywood, California in big letters at the top with a big star. I totally love it. I'm, kind of a sucker for that kind of thing. But you know what the crazy thing is about this product? It actually works. How many products for skin can you really say that you put on or moisturize with or wash your face with and you see an immediate amazing difference in your skin? I can think of very few. Most of the products I use improve my skin and help it keep from breaking out over a long period of time. But in terms of immediate results, this is the only one that I've ever used. I can see a really big difference in how my pores look. My skin feels really clean but not dry and soft, and just really clear, in tone. So I've been loving that. I use it about once a week. It's way too expensive. It's I think about $80 for this little jar, but I've had it for several weeks and I haven't made a dent in it really, so it's not too horrific. But I did want to share it with you just because it makes a difference right away. How crazy is that? To me, that's totally crazy. I've never really used something like that, and if you have a product that makes an immediate difference as soon as you wash off your skin or moisturize with, let me know. I want to know, what is your miracle product? Because so far that's mine. Second one is a perfume. I've gone back to this perfume so many times over my life. This is the one that I wore all through college. It's Cacharel Amour. And since this is a January favorite, it's going into February and Valentine's Day is coming up. This is a really romantic scent and I just absolutely adore the way it smells. It's definitely a rose base, but it has a little bit of sweetness to it. It doesn't smell like, musty roses. It's not a dusty perfume, not a powdery perfume at all. So I just really adore the way it smells. It's really sensual, but not overwhelming. It has a little bit of crisp apple maybe or something like that in it, sort of underlying all of those flower notes, and I just really adore it. So here's a little bottle, and I always tend to have one around, and I've been wearing it again, just not feeling shy about wearing a little bit of perfume like that around the office because it really isn't that strong, and it just fits my personality really well, so why not wear it? And that's just kind of what I've been thinking and doing. So next I have one of those great all over the lid eyeshadows. This is Sweet Satisfaction from MAC. It's one of those really giant pan ones that came out a while ago, so this is part of the permanent collection. It's a pro long wear, that's what they're called. And I'll just do a little swatch for you, but since it's a neutral, you won't be able to see too much. It's kind of like a light gold, but more on the beige side than the yellow side. I've gone back to my Sally Hansen Insta Dry after having an OPI moment and spending lots of money on a bottle of OPI top coat. I've gone back to this and realized that this is way better. It's thinner, it's way easier to apply, and it does last a lot longer. So you can see I've been typing with these nails, but there's no tip wear. And it's just really good for that. You guys have heard of it before, I'm sure, many times. It's the red bottle in the box. It's always hanging in the nail polish aisle, but I think it does work better than anything else on the market, and I do like it better than Fish Vite as well, which I know is another popular one. Next, there are two hair products that fell out of my hair routine for several months and now are back in full force. Number one, I have the BB Bumble & Bumble Grooming Cream. This is sort of a pricey product, but I've had the tube for about 2 years, and you can see it's still about more than a third full. It's coming up to here. It's just a really great styling cream. It works really well at smoothing, and it doesn't make my hair feel gunky or greasy. I just use a little bit on the ends with some Moroccan oil, and that helps to just really keep my hair smooth, whether I'm curling it or wearing it straight. Just sort of smooth the cuticle of the hair and keep it that way, even in sort of humid weather, which is definitely the case here. So I walk to work every day, and using those two products together, mixed together on my ends, keeps my hair looking smooth. So I love that. And to help my hair be smooth as well, but have that sort of blow-dried look and feel, you know how when you get a professional blow dry, everything feels really light and smooth and bouncy and clean? This Brazilian Keratin Therapy Spray makes my hair feel exactly like that after I've used my GHD straightening irons on them. So I just spray this about like on the lower half of my hair. Not a lot, just gently, and it acts as a great heat protectant. I've been growing out my hair from the shorter bob that I had before. As you guys know, I'm just a longer haired girl at heart, so every time I cut my hair I grow it back, and that's what I'm doing right now. It's sulfate free, which is nice, and full of sort of a lot of natural products. It's just a really nice high quality product from Organics, and it's sold at Walmart, which is great. There's also a great treatment and conditioner and shampoo that go with this line, but this is my ultimate favorite product from the whole line that I just use really consistently, but had stopped using when my hair was shorter. Somehow I felt like it didn't need to be protected for some reason. Not the case, especially if you want to grow it out. So I've been using this again really consistently and loving how it feels. Then next I have a couple of makeup products. I hauled these ages and ages ago in a drugstore haul, and I've been wearing them ever since, but especially throughout January I've been loving that look of like a lighter, more neutral eye, not a lot of eyeliner, and then like a red lip that lasts for a really long time. So this Maybelline Super Stay 14-Hour Lipstick is one of these little bullets. This is the color Continuous Cranberry, which is just a really gorgeous sort of dark berry, but it's quite red as well. Like it is sort of a true red in a way. It's totally matte, but it has a little bit of sheen in it, and you cannot believe how long this thing lasts. Like it leaves a stain on your lips, but the lipstick itself also lasts like throughout the day, throughout eating, throughout everything. It doesn't smear. It looks really fresh and nice and not cakey. And then this is a miracle product, really. This is also from Maybelline. This is a Super Stay 10 Stain Gloss, and it's the color 130 Refreshing Red. You can see how funky these are. It's like a lip gloss. Has this sort of big wand, and the product looks sort of like a lip cream on the brush, and then when you apply it, it looks like a little bit sheer. You can see it's on top here. A little bit like a sheer lip gloss, but it's actually a stain, and it stains your lips. Like if this is a 9 in terms of staying power, this is like a 12 out of 10, by the way. So I'm going over 10, which is, you know, kind of crazy, but it does, like, that is true. It does stay insanely well. It leaves a stain, feels very moisturizing. It goes on really smoothly. If you've ever tried those pens that have been on the market for a while, this is like that, but it's more moisturizing. It wears off more evenly, and when you put it on for at least the first few hours of wearing it, it looks like you've applied a stain and a lip gloss because it has this beautiful shine to it. And I actually wore it on my birthday to do a sort of vampy red lip, like with a lot of shine and richness to it, and I just absolutely adored the way this looks. I've been using the Anastasia brow styling gel for months and just kind of coming to an end of that tube, so I repurchased my Revlon Brow Fantasy, which is much cheaper. It has a pencil that I don't love on one side, but it's okay. But then this gel is like totally amazing. You can actually pull it off if you don't want to have the whole thing, but I don't mind. So my color is brunette, and I love this color because it has no red in it. The Anastasia product I had been using, also I believe in brunette, has a little bit of red pigment in it, which I don't like because my hair is actually cool toned, so it doesn't match all that well. And this just has the perfect amount of color, the perfect little brush. It looks so natural, you can't see it, but it keeps your brows in place all day and adds just the right amount of color to sort of define them. This is something new that I'd never tried before. This is an NYX Face art, slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on. This was a challenge with my braces, by the way. Jet black eyeliner. It's the color SL07. I don't know why there's so much information on this product, but they're fairly easy to find, and they're just like the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils, but I actually like this better. I think it stays on a little bit better than the black one from Urban Decay. It has awesome pigmentation to it. It's very sort of soft and kohl-like, and it stays insanely well in the waterline, which to me is awesome because none of my other eyeliner pencils that I really like the Stila one, Stila Kajals, the Revlon Color Stay Liner, both of those are great products. They're really long lasting, but they don't work well in the waterline because they don't really stay, they don't stick to, you know, your inner eye area very well at all, but this one does, and it's also long lasting enough to use it on your eyelids as well. It won't smudge at all. It just works really, really well. So I've been loving that, and I'd heard so many good things about these. I definitely need to go and get some other colors. They're really a bargain as well, and I'm so happy that they're starting to be available really consistently in Canada at stores like London Drugs. If you do live in Canada, it used to be really hard to find NYX, but now it's getting better, and you can definitely see the kiosk pretty often in drugstores. Then finally, since I feel like I haven't talked to you guys casually like this for a while, I thought I would share with you some non-beauty favorites. So the first one are some mints. I've always had a really hard time finding mints that I actually enjoy because I don't like the taste of mint. So these are cinnamon, and they're all natural. They're called Barclay's Naturally Better Mints. And you can see the jar sort of, or the tin is really awesome because it's sort of very vintagey looking. You can see they're just little tabs sort of, and they just taste really good, like a sweet cinnamon sort of chai flavor. And they have honestly 4 ingredients and no chemicals. They're gluten-free, peanut-free, etc. And they have hardly any calories, so even though they're not made with artificial sweeteners, it's really not a concern. And so I just really, really like these, and they're really useful when I'm at the office for a really long time and I might not have time to go and brush my teeth after I eat or something. They just really freshen everything up, and I like that. So next, I have green tea. I was kind of drinking a little bit too much coffee, so using that essentially as a source of hydration, which isn't good. So now my source of hydration, as well as water, of course, has become green tea with brown rice. This is my favorite brand. It's called Yamamoto Yama. It's definitely so much better than the generic green tea. You can find this at any Asian grocery store, and I just love the brown rice flavor. It's very sort of earthy, and it really adds something to that green tea flavor. Maybe even if you don't think you like green tea, if you try this, you may like it a lot more than you used to. I'm a green tea lover, so I like both the original Sencha green tea and this, but I've been really enjoying this one and its earthiness recently, and the packaging is kind of cool too. It's individually packaged inside, which is kind of awesome. So next, I have a healthy snack that I've been eating a lot at the office. These are little mandarins. They're really great. I think the little ones are a little bit sweeter, and they're just an awesome snack. I'll eat a couple in the afternoon or something like that, and I don't know, I haven't been sick this season. I don't actually believe that eating oranges and the small doses of vitamin C in them keep you from getting sick, but you never know. It's okay to have superstitions like that if it's for a healthy snack, right? So this has been mine. And finally, I have a less healthy snack. I saw these at London Drugs, of all places. It's been a great place for me recently. There's one in downtown Vancouver, several actually. So I found the NYX slide-on pencil, and at the same time I found these also, which only used to be available in the States. These are the Goldfish by Pepperidge Farm, of course, but there's a pretzel, so they named them bretzels in French, which I don't think is actually correct. But then there's pretzel here, and you can see they're little goldfish-shaped pretzels. And I think they taste better than the actual pretzels that you buy in snack bags. I never get those. I don't like them. But I love these. And they taste really good in soup or something like that. It's croutons, or I bet you could even put them in a salad. I don't know, I'm being really creative here, but to be honest, I just eat them as a snack. They're really, really tasty, and they don't have anything really bad in them or anything like that. Like, they're not a super unhealthy snack, but they're just, to me, really, really tasty, and they satisfy my salty craving because they have, like, you know, that coarse salt on them, and I find that really satisfying and delicious. But I'm very excited that I can find these in Canada now, because there used to be so many things that we couldn't find here, but it's getting better and better, and that's very exciting to me. So yeah, that is it for beauty and non-beauty favorites. I think I'm shortly going to get called into the office to do some work, but I'm glad I had time to sit down with you guys, and I will upload this as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!